what I knew about you from that first initial meeting at a party was that you have the magic. You got the magic, and the magic is the master of the media. Now, all magicians don't know everything. They could be the greatest car salesman or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
they could convince you of anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I knew there was more than that. But I knew that you had a real clue about the new media and how to get your message out to the world, and that's what it's about. Well, you have a message, I have a message.
You do.
But if it stays under the ground or in the closet, who cares? Who knows?
Well,
Nobody.
I think that's the point with everybody. It's like, I think it's really about the work that we're talking about doing also is about helping other people pull their message out in whatever it is.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a ton of it. I ask people that in readings, like, what is your magic? What is your media?
Oh, interesting.
And your media might be cooking, or it might be writing, or it might be whatever. We don't know, but find it. And if you, when you find the magic and live the magic, hey,
That's everything.
That's juicy.
Well, I love that, juicy. Well, you know, the thing is, too, that I think that's for us, we were just saying right before we started shooting this, just how easy it's been to kind of sit and chat and to do some of this. And we just finished our chat with each other.
Right.
And one of the things that came out of it is we kind of, I think, solidified the idea that we're going to do an intermediate oracle course on reading the oracles, how to step into your being an oracle, you know, being your own oracle.
Being the oracle.
That's it.
Exactly.
See, we're defining it just in front of you.
Because people are so dependent on somebody else, some
Right.
other authorities. If you depend on other authorities, you can't author your own life.
I don't think I could have said it better. I think you said it well. And so what we're talking about now is, just so everybody knows what we're up to, is that James and I are going to put some dates down. We're going to create an intermediate oracle course for you. We're going to do it as a very interactive teleseminar.
Yes.
And you will be able to walk away with, I feel, being able to step into the knowing of being a reader. Once you listen to our conversation, you'll have a very good idea of what our intention is with the course, and really what I think is just really the juicy part of doing what we do. And I love what you just said about stepping into the magic.
Oh. Or how about becoming or being the priestess that you are?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all these archetypes in the tarot, they're all us. But I think what we can get into is really activating those parts of us to be the oracle, the living oracle.
And that, you know, that's really the key to it, I think, that for me, understanding what's mine and what isn't has been a huge part of deciphering that. And I think that James is, you know, you've done it the hard way, you know, like really just, he's learned it, he's traveled, and I think that the Voyager really is the voyage that you've been on in many ways, and continue on. And for me, Color Wisdom has been about the wisdom that we have within to assist in healing who we are in this lifetime. And what that does is it opens us to the magic, understanding the multi-generational healing, and understanding what is not ours, because so much of what we're trying to do is heal our family dynamics. And the freedom that you're talking about is only available once we have that awareness. And part of what we're going to really talk about too is what we tapped on, you know, in our conversation about the difference between being the participant and the observer, and the power of that in really learning to read and find the magic in your life, and dancing between the two. I think it's like a seesaw.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, it is kind of being able to balance, you know, on the surfboard, so to speak, to kind of like find the balance in the water.
And I think what people will get, pretty sure about this, is that learning to read the cards is really a lot more than just that. You know, I
it's
mean,
not the divinations.
No, you are. Great readers are the cards in a sense, living out all these archetypes, all this wisdom, and sharing it. So and to be a great reader, you have to be that. So it's really a spiritual growth path.
And it's authenticity. In our current world, we're really talking about being authentic with you and authentic with ourselves. And I think James and I were really saying about creating this course is that we have an outline idea. We're going to put down an outline idea. But when we see who's showing up and what you're needing, that's how we're going to direct the course, because it's about bringing to you the pieces that you need to fill in the blanks.
Right.
You know, as opposed to just you know.
Well, we have our agenda, and
Yeah.
we're going to ram it down your throat anyway, whether you like it or not.
And that's kind of how we're going to teach. So,
and great readers and psychics and healers read the room,
Yes.
read people. It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
empathic responding.
Well, that's why I love when people say, you know, psychics are just reading you. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. You know, it's like I love that when they go, they're just reading you.
We're all being read all the time.
All the time. So as long as you're being read, you might as well pick up the right clues. You know, and I think this thing with email too, of like, we don't know people's inflections in email.
Oh.
There is no information in an email. And I love
Brutal. Don't bring this up.
because
Particularly when you deal with other cultures,
Well,
even
yes.
different languages.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
Because they'll say things and you're going, did they mean that? And I think that's where being the observer helps.
Right.
So we'll also talk about interpreting email. So we will be putting some
love
dates.
that.
I know, right? Interpreting email. That's another part of it.
Pick a card for this email.
With this email.
But you know, cards are incredible catalysts. I mean, they give you an insight. It's
Yeah.
an insight process. Like, oh wow, I never thought of it that way.
Mm-hmm. And
there it is.
the difference is being the observer of it versus the participant.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're the participant, you're emotionally
You're
entrenched.
reactive,
Exactly.
and
And you're
not
entrenched.
responsive.
That
Yeah.
means this. No, it doesn't mean that. It's only if we can become the observer, we can read, because that's where the magic is around us and into us when we allow ourselves to step back from, I'm all involved. You know, if you're too involved, you can't do it because it's not.
Yeah, I would think when people watch us now would say like, well, these are turned on, you know, activists in the world.
Yeah.
But remember our cards earlier. You're the pistachio, you know, and I'm the hermit. Now, you cannot be really full on in life unless you have that ability to step away and observe and get the wisdom and then share it.
I couldn't say it better. We'll see you soon. Please join us. Please email or give us a call at the office if you have any questions, and we're here to be of service to you. We'll see you next time.